Hello peeps. Today we're in a little supermarket and I'm phoning out the Lidl and Aldi because of the rotten veggies. I'm sick of it. You know, I've just even stopped eating onions and things, soggy onions and carrots. All a bag of carrots next to it have gone black, and you know, it's just not fair. I'll show you later on in the video where I'm going for fresh produce, but today I'm just having a, because if you're only little of our way, you can get the sparkling water for 39 pence a bottle, 2 litre wise, 2 of those. You know, my trolley's twist automatic brakes on. Oh. Damn it, it won't be long. Automatic brakes. The skirt got stuck under the wheel, pulled it down my backside, it was wrapping around the wheel of the trolley, and I thought the brakes were on. You'll notice we're all in widescreen today, girl. Right, I'll go and get me sparkling water, and I'm buying this Kappa culture drink. That lasts me about 3 days. It's better than getting the activity and that with culture products. So I'm going to have a look around, see if that's it, and I'll check it later on. Hello peeps. So we're off again. So I've got, that's Lidl we just been in. I get my sparkling water there, and now we're going up to Aldi for me flaxseed and chia seeds, some veggie salady stuff for tonight for the pasta and things. So off we go down there. I might just say these excess death report. Oh, hello. I might just say, I'll put my belt on. Yeah. There we are. Excess death reports by that Speaker in the House of Parliament. I'll put a link below about this. And also a link to his speech was in attendance by 4 people in the House of Parliament. That's not a lot of respect from an MP who studies science and has made a report about the excess deaths due to the Pfizer vaccination programme through the UK. Australia's got the same thing, and America's keeping their mouth shut about it, obviously. These people between 25 and 49 years old, blocked by the builder's truck, who took the vaccination, the excess deaths went up with strokes and heart conditions. Talking about strokes, so my friends have just had a stroke and one has died from a heart attack, and all this happened in the last 5 years. So it's not really good news, is it? I wasn't a vaxxer and I felt dreadful when the people were vaccinating. But now it's all gone the other way around, the people who were taking the vaccinations. And now when I was waiting here. Cheers, Mum. Oh, thanks very much, mate. I'm going to turn that phone off. There's a building work here and the guy's trying to unload pallets of bricks. So, next time you see me, we'll be in Aldi. I've arrived at my farm shop, so let's have a look. I'll turn round. Closed, I just missed it. But apparently on the board there it says shut at 16:30 or 14:30 today. And my clock is probably 25 to 3. I missed him by about 5 minutes. How much Aldi? Let's go. Well, here we are. Farm shop closed. I'm to buy tomatoes here, and I really don't like the farm shop. They grow them and they're fresh. It's actually a prison shop, a juvenile detention centre, and we grow all the stuff there. You know, leeks, tomatoes, potatoes, sweets, everything's all freshly grown. So I'm a bit peeved that I missed that. So it's the Aldi shop and their tomatoes. Like I said in my earlier thing in Lidl, I'm not too keen about them because they're all selling rotten stuff these days. Anyway, I'm just there for my chia seeds now. And yeah, what you want? I haven't got rid of the trolley. And my flax seeds. So Marmite, that's good B12 seed. Right, I'll see it in there then.
Sorry, darling. Got to wait for Ellie.
You are. I believe in you. Over there. I'm going to take the blueberries on the first. Fine, you couldn't get them
Where do you put your chia seeds and flax seeds and all this here, isn't it?
Yeah, this along there, I think, on there on the top shelf, just past the Christmas nut.
On the left.
On the left, yeah.
One unit, two.
Here we are. Flax. And chia. Here we are then. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely packed in here. I just wonder if it's my estate, isn't it? Is it a bank holiday or something? Car park's full. And supermarkets actually so was there. Lidl was as well. That car park was packed. Anyway, I'm going out to see if I can find me B12 in the form of a Marmite. And a bottle of wine for tomorrow, weekend Saturday, Netflix wine soon. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, enjoying the day of dawn shopping. Well, that turned out alright. That I got some beef tomatoes that are reduced from something like 89 pence, big beef ones like that. For 89 pence each, and I got them reduced to 18 pence. So I got two of them. That Marmite stuff I go for in here is this stuff called Mighty. It's exactly the same as Marmite. I can't even tell the difference. Same jar, same flavour. And one time I read it, the same ingredients. So it's possibly the Marmite company itself doing this for the hard done by, I suppose. You can't tell the difference, and that's vitamin B12. It's a love-hate relationship, apparently I like it. So there we have, got where the car is now. So I've got to go to Asda now, and the B&M Bargains in Blackpool, which is about another 6 mile that way. So I need some paint for outside anyhow. Right, here we are down in Asda. This place is absolutely massive. It could take you an hour at least to get up and down the aisles and right round it. It's just one massive warehouse. There's one reason why I come up here. To get me Max Factor. which is round here. It's even got clothes in here, kids' toys, mattresses, plates. God knows what. Now, this used to be me here. So it's been. You know, the years I've been coming up here, it's the first time I've been out of. Oh, here we are, it's down there. Wrong glasses on. I've got the wrong glasses on, love. Would you tell me what colour is that fair? That's fair, yeah, fair.
Just a nouveau beige, it says.
Beige. Can I pull another out, see if I've got fair? Have I got one of them fair?
That one's fair. Yeah, they're both fair. Both them.
Both fair. Ladies just help me there because I've got driving glasses on and so they're both fair. Thanks for that, honey.
No worries.
Yeah, I come down here because it's the Max Factor section. There we go. All the way along here. And all the other stuff is I can get back. The other stuff I can get back down at home, but it's this stuff somehow. I've been using it for well over 40 years. And it's getting few and far between, and even chemists don't have it now. Boots in my local town don't have it. They've got all new sort of things, but I've always used this pan stick by Max Factor, and I've tracked it down, and I have to travel every 4-5 weeks up to this massive Asda, which apparently stocks it. And that's it's like a 10-mile round trip there. But I had my shopping to do on a Friday. That's what you're doing. You're out with me on a Friday shopping. So the paint for the putting that in my handbag and paying for it. The paint I need is I've got a friend of mine, Frank, and he's going to paint the courtyard. So that's our next stop. And then I'll jump off on the way home for a cup of tea. Right, hey ho, let's get out of here. See that? It goes for miles and miles all the way down there. It's crazy, isn't it? That's about the end of it there. And then it's got something like 40 aisles. That's only half of it, then the other half is all the way down that. Oh, I can't be bothered. Right, I'm out of here. Right, this is another big store we're in. So I'm just here for paint, which I think it's actually around this way. I'll put me in there, peeps. There you go. Just move me back a bit. Easy to get me back on there. I know where it is now. I'm forgetting to yeah. Oh, this is different. Yeah. This is different. I'm sure I remember being here, there was paint up that end behind me, but there isn't these pet things. You know something gone, what? I think you're in the wrong shop. Thinking that, sorry.
Alright, John.
Excuse me, do you have any paint?
Say again.
Mercenary paint?
Pens should be just on that aisle over there.
This one here.
That one. Okay, yeah.
Paint, as in kids' paint sets. Did I say mercenary paint? And he said on kids' paint sets.
Management to the till, please.
Bags slipping off here. I see you around Morrison's. I can't do it. There'd have been a trolley at times when I'm dragging a basket with me, you see. I've got one hand on this, one on that, and I'm stopping down, and this is not working right. And anyway, there we are. Well, hello there, we're in Morrison's. Tea up time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the day out with me shopping, normally on a Friday, but not as long as this because, like I say, I've had to go quite a long way out to that crazy Asda. Like I said, to get some pantry. There we go there. So I'm only about 4 miles from home now. Another thing, I'm really cutting down on my vegetarian foodstuffs now, because there's Planet Foods and other brands. They're really nice burgers, beetroot burgers, taste like beef burgers. Some of the corn's not too bad, corn chicken pieces and so on. But these are the ones that are flooding supermarkets like Morrison's and other big ones like Asda's, Lidl's and so on. I'll start to read the back of the package, you know, it's dreadful. It's processed, the same junk that put in the real beef burgers like Findus or whatever they are. If you look at the back of the packets, and what they're putting in the real beef burgers, they're putting into the plant-based burgers, so they're part of the processed food system. So I'm cutting back on them. I'm not buying them anymore. You know, even though they were nice. I suppose, you know, I was going to say maybe once a week or something, but no, I don't think I'll bother. No, I'll leave them out. I'm knocking them on the head now. And I don't do a lot in this big Morrison's at Amy Johnson where it's all processed, it's all full of beep. And that's me bleeping out my own swear words. You know, it's all batshit if you like, you know. Dreadful because, you know, people are stuck on it, they just release it and so on, you know. And it doesn't do you any good. Cancer's gone through the roof. Men's prostate cancers have gone through the roof. Yes, the thing I was on about at the beginning of this video, I'll download the link. I watch Westminster live TV. Not particularly the ones that you get on, mainly on their Wednesday afternoon, 12 to 1 p.m.'s question times where the houses are full. And they're all just bickering each other, you know. And it makes good television. I mean, it is, you know, it's better than any other comedy show as far as I'm concerned. But if you go on Westminster Live TV, you can look at the footage of MPs that are standing up, and they're not, these things are not aired. It's just, you've got to go into Westminster Live TV and watch these people. Now, I forget his name, but I'll post a link, and this MP is, what should I say, a retired qualified scientist. And the day, it's only recent this, I think it was April 24, and he was doing a speech about XX death. By the way, if you go to YouTube, Katie Hopkins has covered this excess death. And there's a doctor, I can't think of his name, I think it's Dr. John Campbell, I think, you know, and I'll put this in my links link. And on this day, there was probably about 35 MPs sat around in that big chamber that you normally see full, and it's all there, you know. And when it got to this one, the scientist who was speaking about excess deaths in the other species, there's about 4 MPs sat with their ears on listening to him. That's a disgrace. So where was Keir Starmer? Where was, what they call him, that clown that's from the country now? I can't remember his name, I got to say. Sumak. Yeah. And other faces and names. They went there listening to the gaslighting their way out and the whole situation right there. But all backpedal now because these excess deaths are related to the race to get a vaccine out. It wasn't the race to get the vaccine out, it was a race of which biggest company could raise the dollar, how much could they make out of it. Now, the deaths, I think I said at the beginning, between 25 and 49, they've gone up something like 26% in the way of heart attacks. Cancer's on the increase. So this is the back end of everybody saying, you know, take this jab. I mean, I was a non-vaxxer, and I felt dreadful, like many non-vaxxers at the time. You know, people saying, you're hanging on the shirt tails of people that are suffering. I knew people in the NHS, they were actually saying these deaths of people who were end at life, they were going to die anyway. But the powers that be were telling doctors, if that person died, you put down COVID. It's COVID. And that's where, when you get the television on, all these deaths have gone up, about 4,000 today. People were dying anyhow, they were just highlighting the deaths. And in comes the wolf in sheep clothing and pulls the wool over your eyes and says, well, you need this jab and it'll get you better. No, this is some years down the line now. People who took that jab are seriously ill with ailments and also they're dying. And now back to this guy who was bringing it to the attention of the House, like 3 or 4 people sat there listening to it. It's a disgrace that your MPs in the big house, you know, they're backpedaling, they don't want to know, they don't want to hear about it. The damage is done, the typical of MPs to just walk away from it, don't they? So I'll post that link down there and listen to this guy. And also, this has also already been highlighted in the Lancet about these excess deaths, you know, due to these COVID vaccinations. And unfortunately, people are still taking it, you know. And this goes back to my other video where the one I called Selling Sickness, big companies selling sickness. I mean, it's absolutely dreadful. And I won't rant on about this point, but the poison in the food chain, back to this processed stuff again, you know, the poison in the food chain, you've got to have your wits about you these days. I mean, I'm 70 next year, so I've learned by a lot of mistakes. But the younger generation, I don't know how they feel about it, but you've still got these batshit lying, good for nothing institution wallies running the damn country and, you know, playing it old school. I mean, as long as they're well heeled and their asses are well wiped, I don't think they'll give 2 hoots about anybody else. Also, I've just got a Cumins. I don't buy tabloids, but I always glance at front page, you know, and I reckon there's Trump found guilty on all 34 charges. Now, all 34, let's think about that, you know. Joe Biden, well, why isn't it caught for leaving all confidential documents in his garage that anybody could have walked in, picked up and, you know, and ran away with official secrets? Then we're going back to Julian Assange, the whistleblower, you know, and Biden's leaving official top secret documents in his garage exposed in a box. So I wasn't even caught. You know, or why wasn't he put into a kangaroo court then? I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter, but I think that was a bit of a kangaroo court when he's guilty on all 34, but them Democrats really frightened him out that, you know, he can do something, you know, I mean, to damage the Democrats. So I think it runs in November, so we'll have to see. This might go for him, you know, it might be a case of the Democrats might be good. All 34, yeah, we bagged him, and it might just backfire. You know, and then again, you know, we've got them two-faced, jumped up, what they call it, running this country as well. Crazy. My tea's going to get cold, but thanks for staying tuned. And like I said, I'll get that link and give this the MP a listen to. So goodbye for now and take care, and may God go with you. Hello peeps, this is just to follow that last clip of me having a tea in Morrison's cafe. Little did I know when I was talking to the phone, and I stopped when I finished, and I was having a tea, and a chair behind me just tapped me on my back, and I turned around, there's a lady there called, and she introduced herself as Kath, and then she joined me on the table, and she said it was a very interesting, she was listening, because she was behind me saying I didn't know that, and she brought up a few points about when I was talking about processed foods, and also these people in Parliament that I mentioned. And she introduced herself as Catherine, and she gave her age. My word, this lady looked 15 years younger than she was to look at, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, I'm 70 next year, and well, whatever. And she said I'm a vegan. I was telling her about that I was somewhere around about 17, 18 stone at one time, and a 48 waist, and I took it upon myself to stop processed foods. I didn't see a doctor, I didn't see a dietitian. I just did it, and if it was going to go wrong, I'll be first to know. And apparently, it was about 18 months or 2 years later, I was back on my bike. I was riding my bike again. I went down to 27.5-inch waist, and 9 stone 4. I might have put a pound or two on since then, with that processed stuff I was mentioning earlier. So I was telling her that, and she said, you know what, that is really great, it's well done that you did that. I'm a vegan. She said, oh no, I thought, well, that's really interesting. I said, you have to educate me about vegan foods, because I'm vegetarian, but I do eat fish and stuff. And recently, the past 2 weeks, I've stopped eating hot food. Reasons, I'll put in another video that why I've done that. I do have hot drinks, but hot food, a couple of weeks I've been doing that. I've been following this movement about hot food, when you cook it, what happens to it, and then when you eat it, what happens inside of it, you know. So I'll do the cold food thing at another stage. And back to Kath. And when I went into the conversation, I said, you must educate me about veganism, because there's no one around me to help me. I've done all this on my own. And she said, yeah, of course. And her husband, he'd come out, he'd been probably at the toilet or around the supermarket or something, but he was hailing her from over there. She said, I really must go. And it's really nice to meet you. And she gave me a hug. And I said, I'd love to see you again. We didn't exchange telephone numbers. I just named her. It was Kath and me, Dawn. And she said, tell you what, Dawn, next Friday, come in here between 4:30 and 5. We'll meet again, and then we'll talk about this subject she brought up and things she hasn't, she's done to look as excellent as she was at her age, Ladies don't give the age, I've just done it, but I shouldn't have. But she looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking forward to meeting Kath next week at Morrison's Cafe. We'll have to go somewhere better in the future. We'll probably go up to Lytham and meet there. Anyway, peeps, thanks. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.